Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Loria and today we're not going to see any faces, but that's okay. I just want to introduce you to my business, Agro Siblings Deli. We are a traditional farm to table business. We eat what we grow. So today we're going to be making our signature seafood boil. I'll show you step by step as much as I can. You can click the link in the bio for the recipe along with the ingredients. So here we have our shrimp. It was washed with vinegar. It was already deveined. I bought shell-on shrimps. You can also use headless or shrimp with head on, but make sure that it has the shell on. So here I am washing them, putting them aside to drain. Next, we have our next major ingredient, which is lobster tails. You can buy them at the supermarket, or you can, if you're in Jamaica, you can go to the seaside and get lobster. It's quite reasonable. So, to prepare your lobster, first you get your kitchen scissors and you cut the center of the shell. You can do it from either from head to top, or you can do it from the bottom going all the way up. Once you get your lobster open, you need to devein. So if you have done it perfectly, most of the time the vein would be on one side. You open it slowly and you'll find it. You'll see it right here. Look, and you take your knife and you pick it out. Sometimes when you have cut your lobster open, the vein will be on both sides, so you need to check it carefully, right? And then you open, you search for it, and you use your knife and you pick it all the way out, and then you wash with vinegar and you're good to go. See what I'm doing right here? Lovely, perfect. It's all out. And you, just to be sure, you check the others. You preferably use cold water. And you can use apple cider vinegar or regular cane vinegar. All right, moving right on. Our next thing is our mussels. So I got naked mussels. It comes with 2 pack. I've already pre-soaked 1 pack. This doesn't need a lot of preparation. Same procedure. Wash in cold water with vinegar. You will throw off the excess water and then put them aside to drain. I'm using regular white cane vinegar. So you take them out, you drain excess water, and then you leave them to stand while you put together your other ingredients. Guys, I hope you're enjoying my channel. Come back for more videos. And be sure to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you for coming. And I like to have a clean kitchen, so I always wash up while I'm working. There you go. All right, and your next is your bad boys, your sweet corn. So corn preparation is simple. I use cold salt water. So I was in for this seafood boil, we was preparing for one of our friends and for the kids. I was in America, so we got American corns. I don't know if you know, but in Jamaica, our sweet corns are predominantly yellow, like bright, brilliant yellow. In America, these corns, the kernels are speckled white and yellow. I believe our corns are sweeter, but don't come for me, guys. The seafood went really well. So we had 5 head of corns, and they were pretty sweet and nice. So for your corn prep, soak in salt water. You dice up in bite sizes or whatever you prefer. Some people like the whole corn. I dice them up for my seafood boil. Try to keep them as close as possible that they don't shed.
Hey everyone, my name is Anessa and I'm actually Lori's cousin and I'm the one who did the potato salad for today's dish. All I used was a red bell pepper and also an entire carrot. I also went ahead and I added some black pepper as well as some mayonnaise, and then I added sweet relish to this one to give it an extra boost to it. So before we start, of course, we have to wash our vegetables because no dirty vegetables around here, especially when you're serving others. So basically, in this clip, what I did was I diced up the carrot and the bell pepper as small as possible. That way, of course, when you're eating the potato salad, it's not like uncomfortable when you're chewing it. Also, if you can, it's best to shave the carrot. That way, the skin is not on it when you dice it up. So that's best. And also, don't forget to remove the seeds from the bell pepper as well. And can we all just take a moment to appreciate my not so horrible knife skills? Okay, so normally when making potato salad, people would add eggs, even including the yolk. But for this, I actually removed the yolks and I only use one hard-boiled egg. Then you'll see me adding all the ingredients that I diced up to the bowl, and then I added a big scoop of mayonnaise. This you'd actually have to just add to your liking. Some people prefer less, some people like more. And then I also went ahead and added some black pepper to it. And then I just added some relish, of course, which is what really gives the potato salad that extra kick. I also added some extra mayonnaise and a little bit of salt. And then we realized something was a little bit missing, so we added some cayenne pepper, which you'll see towards the end. I was having a little trouble trying to transfer the potato salad to a different container, so that's when Lori stepped in and she helped me, and here you see me adding the little bit of cayenne pepper to the dish. She just got real things getting intense now. Now we're gonna transfer over to Lori where she continues to show you how to make the seafood boil. Don't forget to like the video.
No, guys, here we are making our seafood boil sauce. Everybody has their own different liking. For me, I use coconut milk and cock soup powder. So here I am straining the cock soup powder. You don't want the noodles in there. And you add your coconut milk. I also have some fresh coconut milk set aside that I'll be adding afterwards. Get some hot water and you mix and combine together. To this, you can add your all-purpose, your black pepper, ground pepper. You can also use grated pimento and you mix. Again, guys, you can season your sauce according to your liking. And what I normally do after I've plated the seafood, I use like one fresh lemon and I squeeze it all over it. Add a little zest and excitement to everything. So you're gonna mix this up, set it aside. And you'll get a small saucepan. And to this, you're gonna add, when it's really hot, you'll test it when it's hot, you add a quarter stick of butter. Then for me, my choice of cheese, I add like 4 tablespoons of Mexican 3 cheese blend. You let that simmer, let it melt. To this, you're also going to add 2 heads of garlic. You can pre-grate your garlic. So I normally pre-grate my garlics and have them frozen in the fridge. So I'll put it in here. I'll turn on the stove and I let it melt. After it's all melted, the mix that we did before, the coconut milk. So first I'm adding, this is original grated coconut milk, right? That was set aside. I had some left over from Sunday dinner. So I pour this in there. Now guys, coconut milk needs to cook thoroughly. We don't want no running belly around here. So you cook your coconut milk thoroughly. So at least 5 to 10 minutes. So I add the real coconut milk. I mix it up so that it's consistent. And then after it's all melted and everything is consistent, the cheese is melted, you can see that right there, I add the pre-prepared mix. Now when you do that, you're gonna mix it up, same consistency, make sure it's smooth, and then you're gonna cover the pot on low heat and let that simmer for 5 minutes. No guys, before I forgot, I'm not really a big fan of sausages, right? But sausage is also an ingredient of the boil for those meat lovers. No guys, here we are for the main event. You can use your choice of vegetable oil, olive oil or corn oil. Today I'm just using regular canola oil. So you make sure your cooking pot is hot. Then you, after it has been properly heated, you add your oil. You wait about 30 seconds when the oil is really hot, and then you add your seasoning. So as again, it's according to your choice of spice. So today I'm using black pepper, all-purpose seasoning, cayenne pepper, lemon pepper, garlic powder, all your seasonings, hot pepper, and again, it's to your choice of tolerance of heat. And we didn't have any scotch bonnet pepper, but I use jalapeno peppers, and they were quite good. So if you have access to Jamaican pepper, yes, add your Jamaican pepper, chop your onion, chop fine, and you saute all of this, and you let it saute and let it cook. Stir it around, get all that good seasoning. You will smell the seasoning, right? Once the seasoning they have cooked and they're soft, you start first by adding your lobster tail. Now, seafood doesn't need a lot of heat. It doesn't need a lot of cooking. So once you get all of them in there, you get all of the seasoning stirred around. It basically steam cook. So even though people call it seafood boil, you're basically steaming your seafood. If anyone knows anything about cooking, you don't want to overcook your shell foods. They need to just steam with all the good flavors. So you get them all in there and you stir it around. Stir around the lobster and the shrimp, get them all in there, make sure they're fully covered. After a while, it will steam and it will generate all the good juices, and everything will have a good consistency.
Throwing dirt on my old name. Only gets worse when you know things. You don't see the perks of this whole thing, but you get real on the bill and I like it. You just like my sidekick, I just wanna ride, fulfill all your desires. Keep you in the front, never in the back, and never on the side. You're a real ass woman and I like it, I don't wanna fight. You know I'm a rider, nothing left to hide. Your other nigga tired. Talk about you like you never leave his side, but I don't really buy it. Me, I'm moving quiet. All the things you try, and let's just keep it private. Tell me, should I cut these other girls right out of my life? Cause we never decided. Tell me how you feel inside. You're a real ass woman and I like it. Yeah. I need you inspired, I need you excited, I don't wanna fight. I figure out you figure out me. We both a different breed. I'm following your lead. I ask you what you need. You say guaranteed.
So guys, here we added the sausages, and you can add your choice of vegetable. So here I'm using broccoli and carrots. So you can mix it up any way you like. You can use your choice of vegetables, but this is what we added, and it's all colorful and really nice. So guys, it's all done. It's complete. So we are ready to plate. So this 18-inch round dish was for somebody who ordered it. She had never had seafood boil before. So we're just hoping she enjoys every little bit of sauce and interesting detail in this boil. So isn't it beautiful? So we're gonna just, what you do, you just, so based on this portion, 1 piece of lobster, and then you add your shrimp. You add a little bit of everything basically. Ensure that the spicy sauce at the bottom of the pot, you take your spoon and you go all the way down and get at least 4 tablespoons of sauce, and make sure that it's drizzling all over, that there's enough spice to go around.
Running back to the strip club, I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make me, never go.
Guys, so it's all plated. So the last thing that you add is your egg, and as I said before, you can always add to your egg your extra salt or extra black pepper according to your liking. So the last thing that you add, you get 4 tablespoons, 4 big spoons of that nice juicy coconut sauce, and you pour it all over. Make sure everything is covered. The only thing that from this portion that is separate would have been the potato salad, which is served cold. You can choose to add it onto the salad or just on the meat and the corn. Guys, thank you for watching. It was so good having you here with us. Please hit that subscribe button. The ingredients and the recipe is in the link below, and you can always hit me up on Messenger. Thank you.